So Shops and Establishments Act is different for every state. And what you need to distinguish this with is that if there is a factory, then you have to apply the Factories Act. If there is a shop or an office or a commercial establishment, then you have to apply the Shops and Establishments Act. Okay. Now let us look at which are the situations in which this is applicable and when it is not. So let's look at this. Now Shops and Establishments Act differs in every state. So you will have to take a look at the shops and establishment applicable for your state. What does it regulate? The key aspects it regulates are the registration of your office. When you have opened the office, you need to register the establishment, okay, with the chief inspector. Now, second thing is any changes in the name of the entity or certain specified changes will need to be notified. On an everyday basis, what does it regulate? The hours of work, duration of employment of everyone, how many hours of work does a person work in a week, opening hour, closing hour, lunch break, okay, breaks between different shifts of work, okay. Then again, whether children can be employed or not, again you will have to read this together with the Child Labor and Prohibition Act, okay. So here is the provision on opening and closing hours of shops and commercial establishments, close days, weekly holidays, whether you will be paid for the holidays, conditions of payment of wages, deductions which can be made from wages. So this is very interesting. You have the Payment of Wages Act also talking about this, and you have the Shops and Establishments Act also sharing this, on which grounds can deductions be made, okay. Leave, your everyday office leave, the leave policy that organizations make, that their HR makes, has to be consistent with the Shops and Establishment Act of the relevant state. And you may notice that there are huge differences sometimes in the law of different states. Either there may be a difference in the number of leaves that are granted, or there may be a difference in the number of state holidays or national holidays that are there. So every organization deals with this challenge of aligning the holidays with in different cities and different places where it has office. One of the ways organizations do it is by simply having the list of holidays for each office in a consolidated manner. So whenever you are contacting people in another office, you can see whether that office is on leave or not. So every office has a different leave list, but that is provided to everyone, irrespective of where they work. And leave is classified into casual, privileged, and sick leave. Casual leave, sickness leave, and privileged leave. 3 kinds of leave. Yeah, and look at this. This is a very important provision. Section 24. You cannot have a contract to give away your rights under the Shops and Establishments Act. So employers cannot contract with their employees and say that I am waiving my right under the Shops and Establishments Act. No employee can do that. Then there are certain safety related features which must be implemented. Now this is similar to what you had in Factories Act also. There are certain safety related features. These are much lesser compared to what is there in a factory, okay. And if you look at other specific industries like mining establishments are governed by a different set of laws. There is again a much higher technical process and safety feature that is there. Section 30 speaks about how do you dismiss an employee, what kind of notice has to be given. And you see that a 1 month notice in writing or wages have been provided, okay, before you actually dismiss an employee.